What is up, you guys? I'm back for another video, and today's video is another story time. Now, this story is going to be about how me and my friend were stranded at a stranger's house for 24 hours. We had to sleep there, bro. And this story time is literally super crazy, and I want you guys to sit here and watch it. Before we get into the video, I want you guys to like to the video, subscribe to my channel, because you wanna know why? Because we're at like 88 subscribers. Let's get to 100. Let me shine, bro. And this video is gonna be like a real deal crazy. Now, honestly, this is gonna be the best story time ever. Y'all just gotta sit here and watch. Let's get into it. So first, I want to talk about the people that were there and all that. So my homeboy Marlo, that's my homeboy. He was there with me, and he can clarify all this. All this is real. There's no little fakeness, no little clickbait, no bullshit like that. Can I say that? Maybe. So basically, this is how I started. So I'm at the house chilling. We know that this party's gonna happen. It was this girl's Carrington. Yeah, I'm gonna say your name. I'm sure you will be fine. But it was her like party. It was like in Moline, right? And we don't live near Moline, right? Y'all don't know where I live. So it was like in Moline, right? So we had to, drive there. So Marlo's dad, shout out to his dad, bro. W dad, he's W for this. He ends up taking me and Marlo to this party in Moline, right? The thing is, our other homeboy John, he was supposed to come with us, but we don't know why he didn't want to go. This was honestly the best thing ever, bro. It was funny, but then again, we were stranded, so I'm gonna get into all that. But hey, I want a hashtag. Why didn't John go to the party? I want that to be a thing. Why didn't John go? I don't know. But before we get there, though, these people were giving us the wrong address, so we were literally circling around, just driving around. We going to other people's houses. We like, bro, where is this at? So Marlo's dad is getting frustrated, and I was getting frustrated with him because I'm like, bro, what is happening? Come on now. So we didn't know where the place was at. Long story short, it took, bro, I'll kid you not, these people, Carrington, you didn't know the address to that house. So we were literally just driving around Moline, literally not knowing. So we ended up getting there. We call her, come outside, I think we're here. Oh, okay. She come outside like these. She come, oh, yeah, y'all finally came. She said, yeah, y'all came. I'm like, yeah, but it took forever because you didn't know the address, right? So I'm getting a little mad, right? So it's like these little apartments. I've never seen this before. It was kind of different. It was like under, I don't know, when you walk in, there's steps, and then it's like you go up. It's like an apartment building. I ain't never seen it like this. So you go down these steps, and to the right was the house. I'll tell you, there was a bunch of people here. People I know and some people I don't know. Man, and so we get there, as soon as me and Marlo walk through the door, we just get hit with the most nastiest, loudest pack of it was a lot of that going on. Drinking, I don't do any of that. So personally, I didn't like the smell. Kind of hurt my nose a little bit, but I don't do any of that. So they doing that or whatever. I'm not gonna, should I say his name? You're gonna see him in the video. You're gonna see the clip. So we get there, we sit down, we shake up with my boy Jeremiah. He was there. He had his brother, his little brother. His name is BD. I call him BD because he's in BD classes. He's in BD classes, bro. He gets them pizza parties on Saturdays and shit, you know what I mean? So he's a BD kid. Behavior disorder, they all there. We chilling, right? I get through. There's these two girls. I'm not gonna say their name because it gets real crazy with these two at the end of the story. It's not their house though, so it's not these people's houses. So I'm like, all right, yo, what's good, y'all? And I'm pretty tall. I'm a pretty tall fella, you know what I mean? I'm like 6'2", maybe. So they said, oh, how tall are you? And I stand up, and I'm like, yo, I'm this tall, whatever, right? So they said, oh, yeah, that's cool and all, right? And here's a clip of right when we get in. Right when we get in the house, here's a clip.
He said, dang it. What if they had a problem with you going on a bitch? You know what I'm going to say if you call me a bitch. I'm in your face and I'm going to want you to touch me. As soon as you touch me, I'm really finna fight you. What's wrong with you? You act like I don't know what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying. What is he saying? You know what I'm saying.
But what the hell, boy?
So as you can see, it's me, Marlo. He's on the other end of the couch. Jeremiah, and I'm not gonna say your name. No, that Dakota. Yes, sir. Look, it's them two. It's all of us that you see. The people in the back. This is a real story, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So it's people in the back. They doing whatever, smoking, drinking. I don't do any of that, so I didn't touch any of that. So they, they chilling or whatever, right? So the first, when we first get there, it was all straight. Everybody was laughing, and I was pretty hungry. So I'm like, I asked Karen, I'm like, what y'all got? She said, oh, I got your cranberry juice. I'm like, oh, that's W. Let's go. I love cranberry juice. So she points to the kitchen. And I see these cupcakes. honestly, I love cupcakes. You know what I mean? I'm a big, you know what I'm saying? So I love cupcakes. When I seen it, I'm like, why am I getting like this weird feeling? For some reason, I was just 450 pounds and I was bald. Nah, I'm playing. But nah, like, so we, you know, it was pizza there, all types of stuff, cupcakes. We was just enjoying ourselves, you know. So it's all chill, right? But then people started getting a little mad. I don't know what was going on. Honestly, these people were getting mad out of nowhere. It was probably all that they were huffing and puffing. You know what I mean? The whole place was loud, like loud in both ways. It was loud in the building and it was loud from the smell. So they like, yo, open the window so like it won't, I guess they won't get in trouble or whatever, you know? So I'm like, bro, why am I here at this point, bro? So we go outside for a little bit because how it is, it's night. I don't know what time it is, but I'm gonna figure it out. The time will probably be up here. What time it was at night. It was nighttime. Me, Jeremiah, Dakota, my boy Marlo, we all out there chilling, bro. So it's like whatever, right? So we go back inside. I'm gonna skim a little bit to the situation where me and Marlo like was getting intense with this Dakota, bro. So like he's sitting there. So I like when we very first got there, I was like, Marlo, I need your charger, my phone. You know it's about to die. He said, all right, sure. Pulled it out of his own pocket, right, and gave it to me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use it. Dakota is drunk and like high or whatever, right? So he's over here really thinking that that charger was his when it really wasn't his. So then he's like, yo, get my charger. Oh, they're trying to get Buck and stuff, right? He's like, get my charger. He's taking the charger, laughing, thinking stuff is funny. I'm like, bro, that's not your charger. Put that shit down. Like, that's not yours. And then he's just like he's like, oh, no, this is my charger. I'll put it out of my bag. And then the two girls I was telling you about, they talking about oh, I don't know who's lying. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I just told you it came from his pocket. See, that's the dumb stuff I'm talking about, right? And then they're like, oh, I don't know who's lying. Oh, guys, settle down. They white. So I'm like, bro, Connors, it's really not that big of a deal. He's going to get his charger and this and that, right? So Marlo ends up getting mad because, like, he's, like, being weird, right? Trying to take his charger. So Marlo ends up pushing him. He pushes him. And then it was like a cup on a table and it spilt on this grown lady's carpet, right? It's stained. And I'm like, yo, like, what is going on? And I'm going to add some clips into you so, like, y'all won't think I'm capping.
People calling you the N-word. Don't do me. Bro, don't do me.
Wait, what? You say you're finna cheat on your girl?
I'm just trying to.
Bro, no, I did not. You cheat on my girl, bro.
Don't do me.
She can literally go through my whole phone, bro.
I don't want.
That's
Oh, I'm like, wow, bro, you really just spilled that all over that lady carpet. And then I'm gonna just fast forward a little bit. So Dakota is sleeping. And they decide to, like, smack him when he's sleeping. Now, I thought this was hilarious. Take a look. Damn! Oh my damn! Damn! Oh my damn!
oh my God. I'm gonna beat that nigga's ass.
They smacked the mess out of this dude, bro. Like, dead serious, he got smacked. And guess what he did? Absolutely nothing after. He got slapped. He didn't do a thing, bro. Actually, speaking of him, he ends up blocking me, right? Like, I want to say months after this happened, because this was like junior. This is when I was on football team. It was when football season was started, right? And he literally blocked me or removed me because I posted on my story. He said, take it down, take it down. I was like, no, nigga, I'm not going to take it down for you. So then he ends up blocking me, right? I really don't care. So all this stuff is happening, and I'm just like enjoying myself. We're playing Uno. I'm making people laugh. They're like, oh yeah, you're funny or whatever, right? So I'm just chilling, to be honest. You know, trying to have a good time or whatever. So, all right, I'm gonna just skip to the end, to the ending part, because this video is getting a little long. So this is where we get stranded, right? So Marlo gets a call from his dad, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, well, we might leave. So I step out with Marlo, but we're not actually leaving yet. We stepped outside, and basically his dad was like, oh, do you guys want me to, like, pick you up? And then, but the thing is, the person who owned that house, she's like, growing, it's Carrington's cousin or whatever. So she's like, so yeah, y'all can stay the night. Like, that's fine. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, I got a physical in the morning, football season, all this. I'm like, I don't know if I should, right? But I ended up staying the night anyway because I didn't want to. So I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm going to stay the night. This, and that. She said, all right, that's fine. So at this point, it was like, all right, we're going to stay the night. Yeah, they like, yeah, boom, whatever. So for some reason, they were calling Marlo Deshay. I don't understand that. They're kind of weird. And these girls are low-key weird. So after we knew we were going to stay the night, me and Marlo is just like, we just sitting there, right, on the couch. Now, some of the people went into the back room. They went into the girl's room, the person who owns the spot. So they go in the back room, they, you know, smoke or whatever. So at this point, it's starting to get dark. Everybody's getting wind down, right? And this is where the weird stuff starts happening. So throughout the party, I almost said their name. The two girls I was telling you about, they were kind of like getting into it. I don't know what was going on. I was just, you know, trying to vibe out, like make people laugh and all this. Because, for instance, I asked the short girl. There's a short girl and there's a tall girl. Taller girl. She's not very tall, but... So I asked the short one, I said, oh, do you watch anime? She said, oh, yeah, I watch a little bit of it or whatever. And then the tall one looks at the short girl. It was like, you don't watch it. So why are you, like, trying to do it? I'm like, bro, what's up with her, bro? Like, she needs to leave, low-key. But, so... like that happened, and I'm thinking like, why they getting like angry? So I was telling Marlon, like, Marlon, I think they're getting a little mad. Marlon like, oh, I think I noticed it too. So I don't know what was going on. So after Dakota gets smacked in his mouth, you know what I mean? He's like sleeping. He's done. Like they smoked and drank a lot, bro. And they're like pretty much in the back room sleeping, or I don't know what they were doing. It's getting to like 3 a.m., bro. And it's me, Marlo, the two girls, and Dakota is asleep. He's asleep on the floor. He passed out. He's done. And me and Marlo, we like looking. They like the short girl was showing me like videos and pictures of her, what she used to look like. I'm talking to her. Marlo chilling. By the way, we didn't have any Wi-Fi. Like there was no service where we were at. There was none of it. So we really couldn't even do nothing. So I pulled up this, and I'm just going through my camera because we all bored. So I'm like, yo, like, what is this video on my camera? So I end up playing this video.
You gotta start my motherfucking day, you fucking boy. It's me and you, yeah.
And for some reason, it was late, and me and Marlo were literally in tears, rolling on the couch. We didn't care. We were literally on top of the ceiling, bro. I don't know how I got up there, but I was on the ceiling, dying laughing. And they're like, what are you laughing? What's so funny? But at this moment, the tall girl is like, by herself. She ain't saying nothing no more. But she was chilling in the beginning of the party. Like, she was chilling. So I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with her, but me and Marlo are literally dying laughing at that video. It was so funny to us. I don't know. We were just crying. Now I'm like, bro, I kind of don't want to stay here no more, right? And then Marlo's just like, oh, bro, just stay. It don't matter, right? So I'm like, all right. So the girls are still here. We just talking. Ain't nothing really crazy happening. So out of nowhere, we see the tall girl get up, and she goes to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, she probably has to pee, right? So then the short girl's like, oh, where are you going? What's wrong with you? She said, I'm just going to the bathroom. Jeez. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Like, she getting all crazy. I'm like, all right, I'm going to let her be. She's probably on her. She's in the bathroom. She comes back. Me and Marlo still laughing at random videos in my camera roll. We could do that all day. Like, oh, look at this picture of me when I was a kid. And then, like, I guess, like, the tall girl and the short girl was in this picture of like an old picture. She said why are you showing them old videos of me? Like, you're trying to embarrass me. We like, bro, it's not that serious. Like, do you not look at me? Like, I'm pretty like nasty, bro. Imagine me back then. So I'm like, bro, it's not even like that big of a deal, right? She getting a little frustrated, right? So at this point, she gets up again and goes to the bathroom. She's like, oh, where are you going? Where are you going? The short girl's like, where are you going? Where are you going? I'm going to the bathroom, right? So then we like, bro, like, Marlo, do you notice like they're getting like real weird now? Like they like low-key finna throw hands at this mother lover, right? So I'm like, what's going on?
What's going on?
Then she's in the bathroom, and then I'm looking at her. I'm like, yo, you good? Like, I'm looking at the short girl because I've been talking to her this basically whole night. So I'm like, yo, what's good? Like, you good? She said, yeah, like I'm fine. Everything's cool. I'm like, all right, I guess. I'm not Dr. Phil, bro. So look, so she comes up the bathroom. The tall one comes up the bathroom. Out of nowhere, start grabbing keys. I'm catching a flashback because I don't know why my mom used to leave. She used to grab them keys. They used to shake. So I'm like, whoa, who's leaving? So now I look at her. She's grabbing her stuff. She's like getting ready. Like, I'm like, bro, I thought you were staying the night, right? And then the short girl was like, oh, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? She says oh, don't worry. So she's walking towards the door after she came out the bathroom. And it's like a hallway. She's grabbing her. I'm ashy. I don't care. So she comes out the bathroom, picks up her keys in her bag or whatever she had. She's walking toward the door. She's like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? She says I don't. She's like talking gibberish. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, she's like spazzing out almost low key. Oh no, like, you can stay here. You can stay here. And she's trying to grab the doorknob. First of all, the doorknob is locked. What are you doing? Unlock the door. So she's kicking her feet against the door. I'm like, yo, settle down. Fuck wrong with you? So then they like I'm like, yo, Marlo. Me and Marlo just sitting there just basically looking at these people. So she stands up. She said, you can't leave without your key. No, I don't want you to drive home by yourself. She's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. And she's like almost punching the doorknob. I'm like, bro, you're not strong. You're not going to break the doorknob. Just unlock the door and you could step out. I don't know what was wrong with her. So she's like basically getting mad or whatever. So she's basically just saying, oh, I don't want to stay here by myself. I don't want to stay here by myself, right? That's what the short girl's saying to the tall girl. And she's like, no, you can stay. You can stay. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to leave. And then like, she's like tripping out. I'm like, so what is happening? So she ends up leaving. The tall girl ends up leaving for whatever reason. So she ends up leaving. And then she just looked at us. The short girl looked at us, put her stuff on, grabbed her stuff, and then left. So now it's just me and Marlo at some stranger's house, bro. We're just there now. We're there. There's no one there. Everybody else is in the back room. It was a lot of people. You're going to see in the videos, there was a lot of people there. And actually, in the videos, you're going to see them, and I might point them out. So, yeah, as I said, at this point, it's just me and Marlo in this stranger's living room. And I'm like, yo, what just happened? He's like, bro, I don't know. And we low-key laughing. I was like, bro, this is like some white girl movie stuff, right? So, Dakota is on the floor sleeping. And we like, bro, and I'm told Marlo, I'm like, bro, I don't want to stay here, bro. Like, it's kind of creepy here now. Like, I don't want to be here, bro. He's just, I don't know what we can do. My dad's definitely asleep. And at this point, it's like 4 or 5 a.m. And so I step outside. I'm like, bro, I have no service in here. Come outside with me. So we leave the little house. We step outside. And basically at this point, I'm trying to get an Uber. At this point, I'm in the middle of the road, putting my thumb up for hitchhiking. And at this point, I need to leave. Like, first of all, I felt like I was going to have like a panic attack. I wasn't. I'm exaggerating. But it was just weird. And I was just trying to get out of there. And long story short, we get back in the house, and then this video happens. Bro, me and Marlo are stranded at a stranger's house, bro. We trying to get an Uber. We trying to go home. And then we got listen, bro. We got some nigga named Dakota passed the fuck out on the fucking And then, so now I'm forced to sleep at a stranger's house. I don't know this girl, and I didn't want to at all. I wanted to go home. Like, you had that feeling when you wanted to just go home and lay in your bed, bro. And honestly, I was craving that feeling. So then, I'm like, Marlo, what we gonna do, bro? I'm trying to get an Uber. I look over, this man is asleep. He fell asleep in like super seconds. I'm like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, what is wrong with you? So then he falls asleep. He had Jesser on. He passed out as a YouTuber. So then I was like, bro, so now I have to sleep here. I grabbed a little pillow. I found a random pillow. Went to go eat another cupcake. Put a little blanket down, and I passed out watching Your Age, bro. Yeah, basically, that is the story about how me and my boy Marlo were stranded at a house. Honestly, this story time is very long, pretty long. If you enjoyed the story time, I want you guys to leave a like, comment anything you want. Comment your favorite part, comment anything, comment what you want me to keep doing. Make sure you hit that sub button. I want to gain more subs. I want to stay active, and this has honestly been a fun video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm out.